So, guys, listen. I want to share this story with you. This happened many years ago when I was still a taxi driver. Okay, I just want to share this story with you. Like I promised, I will keep sharing my life experiences with you guys. You know, as a taxi driver back then, when I was driving taxi, I made more money in the night than in the day. It was during night hours, night work, that I made more money than in the day. So at a time when I discovered how the business works, I began to work more in the night than in the day. Now let me tell you what happened one night. One night, a passenger stopped me, So you know how they raise their hand up and then stop you. So I stopped and the man opened the back door and boarded my taxi. That was in the night. When they see a taxi coming, they cannot know who the driver is, what race the driver is. Do you understand what I'm talking now? So, man, I just ate now. They cannot know what race the driver is. So, the man stopped me. By the time he entered my car, he then realized the driver, which is me, is an African man, a dark-skinned man. The man began to, talk to me anyhow. So, the man was tipsy, kind of drunk, but not extremely drunk, but the man was drunk. So the man said that he was from United Kingdom, he was from UK, and he believed I was driving taxi with fake driver's license and fake taxi license. He said he does not believe I have the right documents in this country. I said, why judging me? How do you know I have no work permit? I am driving with fake driver's license and the rest. The man said he came from United Kingdom. He was from UK. That was what he said. And he said most black people living in UK they are undocumented. They don't have residence permits. So he assumed, as a black man living here, I do not have residence permits. So I began to beg the man. Listen to this story. I began to beg the man. I said, please, you are right. I don't have residence permits. I don't have the right documents. I told him I was driving taxi illegally. He said he knew it. The man said he knew it. I said, please don't call police on me. Don't call police on me. You are right. He said, but first of all, before this, he complained about my accent. I told him I have been here for a long time. He said, no. He said, your accent, he said, I don't speak like somebody who has been here for a long time, that I am just living here undocumented. We continued with this argument. I took the man from 1st District, and I remember vividly where he went. So the man went to 22nd District. Do you understand me now? So we kept arguing. He said, well, he wasn't going to pay me because I was working illegally in this country. I continued to beg him. I said, please, sir, don't call the police on me. Just be merciful on me. When we got to his destination, his money was 22 euros. The man opened the back seat door. He opened the door, stepped out. I said, please, sir, kindly give me my money. The money you are owing me. Your money is 22 euros and some cents. He said he wasn't going to give me the money because I don't have the right papers to live in this country. Don't forget, the man couldn't speak German language. The man couldn't speak German language. And he came from United Kingdom. He was an Englishman. So I said, please, sir, when I dropped him, when I got to his destination point, I said, please, sir, what about my money? Give me my money, 20-something euro. He said no. He wasn't going to give me the money. I should be happy he did not call the police on me. So he began to move away. Man, that was when I came out of my taxi. I said, please give me my money. He attempted to move away from me. I grabbed him. I said, you are not going anywhere. Now, give me the money and another thing I did was, I did not stop the taximeter. You know, the meter, the taximeter. The taximeter kept reading. The taximeter is that meter that reads how much a passenger owes, the distance you drove. So, I did not stop the taximeter. So now, the man tried to move away from me. I said, boy, you are not going anywhere. He said he wasn't going to give me any money. After all, I am undocumented in this country. I should go back to Africa. I was having my phone ready. So I took my telephone. I picked my telephone and I called the police. I still held him tightly. So 4 or 5 minutes, the police arrived. When the police came, that was when I left him. I stopped holding him. The police asked what the problem was. So this man, he couldn't speak Dutch. He began to speak English. He now told the policeman, that was a female police officer and a male police officer. He now told the police people that came, he told them, I don't have driver's license and taxi license. He also told them, I am living in this country undocumented. So I now spoke to the police officers in German language. I said, the man has been beefing me ever since he entered my taxi. He said he wasn't going to pay me because I don't have driver's license. He said I was working with fake driver's license and fake taxi license. And also, I am living in this country undocumented. So, now the police asked me for my driver's license. I gave them. They said, since the Österreicher, they asked me if I am an Austrian. I said, yes, I am an Austrian. They asked the man, why don't you want to pay him? He said, because he did not even understand my conversation with the police. Why don't you want to pay somebody that rendered service to you? He said, because I'm illegal in the country. The police asked how much was the money. I went to my taximeter. His original money was, I think, 22.50 euro. Now, before the police came, he took him. I struggled with him. I held him until the police came. By the time police came, by the time we were done settling the issue, His money was almost 40 euros. There are about 40 something euros. The police asked me how much was the money. I called one of the police officers. I said, come and see the taximeter. The police came and looked at the taximeter. It was 40 something euro. I told the Englishman, I said, this is your money. This is how much you need to pay me. He began to protest. He said, but it was 22 euros something. I told him, I said, no. You wasted my time. Your money is 40 something euro. You see that money on the taximeter? That's how much you are going to give me. The man began to plead. I said, now, before the police, I want us to know who is the real European. This is now we know who is the real European. I said, you see this 40 something euro? That the police now ordered him, instructed him to pay me that money, or else they will take him to court. The man began to plead with me. I said, Oga, pay this money now. He brought out 50 euro. I gave him change. I looked at him from head to toe. I said, you want to resist me? You look at me. I resemble you. Somebody where you go resist. So I look like somebody you can intimidate or chance. He paid me the money. I pocketed my money and off I went. I drove off. Well, guys, this is the end of this story. My name is Roddy. Follow my page for more interesting stories. Well, see you in my next story, or see you in my next video.